Hello everyone, my name is Daze and welcome to If My Heart Had Wings, as you can read from the title right there. This is something different that I'm bringing to my channel. I've never played a graphic novel game before, but I've seen them being played and I've always been really interested in them. I don't know what's going to happen in this story. This is like completely new to me. So I'm just going to basically wing it. This is not Minecraft. I know it's not Minecraft or anything else that I play regularly. But I really want to give this a try and I'm going to do it. So I guess we're going to start the game right now. Oh, look at these graphics already. The bicycle road race is known as a really harsh sport. The hill climb in the middle is hell too. While putting strain on every muscle in your body, you have to continue pedaling without any brakes to climb a steep hill. At that time, I always think, I can't do this anymore. I'll make this race my last. Even though I think that every time, in the end, I still take part in the next race. I've endured severe training so that I don't put my feet down halfway through the hill climb. Why do I do that? Because once I finish the hill climb, I'm waiting for my reward. What's his reward or her reward? I actually don't even know. Okay. Oh, we're on a bike and we're going fast down a hill. Nothing compares to the feeling of cutting through the wind as I race down the downhill section at blistering speed. This is really dangerous. At that moment, I feel an incredible rush. Then I realize that I have forgotten about everything. The pain of the hill climb, the strain on every muscle in my body, and the days of hard practice. It's not a matter of whether I win or lose the race. I just enjoy it, and that's why I continue to ride. Oh, that's a good incentive to have. That's how it should have been. That's how it should have been. Oh, that's sad. I still didn't have much life experience at that time, and it was something beyond my imagination. Suddenly, without warning, something was taken from me. Ooh, what was taken? I could also say shut away or lost. However, to directly express the emotion I felt at that time, taken is the word that fits best. So, there was one thing that I learned. Life isn't all about having fun. I gained a lesson in life. The thing I lost was everything. I let myself get depressed about this, but I should have thought about it a little more. If something could be taken from me so abruptly, then something could be given to me just as suddenly. That's something to think about, isn't it? Oh, well, the wind blew, a gentle but strong wind. It would not be unreasonable to call it an encounter. What this could be the start of. Even now, there's still no way for me to know. Speaking a lot of gibberish so far. Oh, I didn't know that the animation would actually move. The wheelmill is turning, I can see that. People are overwhelmed because the size of such enormous thing. This unnatural silhouette serves a function, but to those who don't know what that is, it would appear to be something very bizarre. With so much lined up like this, it could be said to be even more overwhelming. But why is that? The sight of the white windmills lined up on the green hill somehow seems so picturesque. Okay, I think that's a character's name at the top right there. I think it's Aoi. Aoi? Aoi? I don't know. I'm gonna say Aoi. This is amazing. To think that something like this could be made. At the very least 5 years ago, this was nothing. Here, just a wide open space. I heard they were going to build a large-scale renewable energy research facility. The cell phone in my pocket vibrated to tell me I had received a text. It's from Anchan. To Aoi. Did you arrive here already? Sorry I couldn't come to meet you. My name is written using a Chinese character read as Aoi. It's a really difficult character and is often mistaken for Midori. Incidentally, whether it's Aoi or Midori, it is often mistaken for a girl's name, which causes a few problems. Okay, I guess our character is a boy. I'll quickly write a reply. I hardly ever use text, so I found the key touch awkward to use. I get here a little too easy, so I'm just going for a stroll. The windmills are amazing. Okay, send. The reply came quickly. They're great, aren't they? It's the new famous spot of... Oh no, that's a... Kazagura? That's what I'm gonna say it is. If you have any problems, contact me anytime. Anchan. Thank you, Anchan. If you're wondering, you're gonna hear my voice a lot during this entire series. Like, there's gonna be a lot of reading. So be prepared for that. So hopefully my voice isn't annoying to you, because if it is, this is not what you should be watching. As I sent the text, I sat down on the grass. This place is on the hillside, so from there I was able to gaze at the lake and the town that stretches across the opposite bank. The rapid redevelopment of the town of, how did I pronounce it last time? I'm going to say Kazagura again, meant that the remains of the old building from the Showa era are intermingled with the modern. Gosh, I'm really struggling right now. Architecture. Wow, they can fit architecture in that last sentence. The view expresses both the past and the future at the same time. I'm also recording this very early in the morning, so my speech is not amazing right now. Something white flitted across my field of vision. Gosh, I'm having a hard time. For a moment, it looked like one of the windmill blades had come flying off, but there's no way that could happen. Really? You didn't notice that it was a paper plane? Is it a... Yes, it's a paper plane. I got up and headed down the slope to look for it. The paper airplane glided gently, eventually lost its momentum and descended. Gotcha! Oh, sounds like he fell. I ran ahead of it, did a small jump, and caught it in midair. Where did this come flying from? Judging by direction, it had come from the top of the hill. At the time, in a place like this, could there be someone here besides me? Possibly. I mean, you're not the only one that lives there. I took the paper airplane with me as I climbed up the slope. Just as I was able to see the top, what happened? A sudden gust of strong wind blew the paper airplane out of my hand. Really, you wouldn't really grasp me that hard way here. Ah, hey, wait! I chased after the paper airplane and it ran up the slope. Oh my gosh, title screen, really. I can tell that I'm really gonna like that. I think I'm gonna like this game. It's really cool so far. Then, just as I finally call it. Just as I finally caught it, oh, it's a girl in a wheelchair? Question mark? There was someone on top of the hill. It was a girl sitting in a wheelchair. Looking fleetingly into the distant sky, a sudden breeze blew her hair and she combed it back with her fingers. Against the background of the blue sky and windmills that spread across my view, the girl's black hair and white blouse looked incredible. It was as if I was looking at a completed work of art. The girl noticed me. At first I thought I should make an excuse for why I was there. It was like I had stepped into her world without permission and started to feel guilty. She's not saying anything. Some guy had just suddenly appeared, so perhaps she's being cautious? To show her the reason why I had to come here, I held out the paper airplane. Did you throw this? The moment she saw it, her facial expression shifted. She's blushing. She looks like she's welling up. Suddenly tears appeared in those... What? Why? Huh? What? The tears that had welled up in the corners of her eyes came running down, straight down. So it got to you. As I watched the great big tears come rolling down her cheeks. Huh? Hey. Without thinking, I walked up beside her. What's wrong? Do you hurt somewhere? As she shook her head, she touched the hand that I had unconsciously held out, as if she were clinging to it. Her hand was small and trembling. I was scared. Willie squeezed. She gently squeezed my hand. It's okay now. I didn't even know what the situation was. However, I squeezed her hand back. The chicken's going quack? What? Ow! Ouch! Before I knew it, there was something like a chicken at my feet, and all of a sudden, it started pecking me. Do you not know what? That's definitely a duck. Definitely a duck. Why is this duck attacking me? Ow, that hurts! What is this thing? And why does it have a hat on? Calm down at her command. His name is Hat, and he says quack. Is it a duck? Yeah, it's obviously, dude. With a yellow beak and white feathers, it was a duck that looked like a chicken. Has he never seen a duck before? For some reason, it was wearing a hat. I'm sorry, it's because I was crying. It seems like he mistakenly thought that you made me cry. Ah. So this is how surprising it is to be suddenly attacked by a small animal. However, that's thanks to that, I looked like she had stopped crying. Is a towel okay? I didn't carry a handkerchief around with me. As I said that without waiting for her to reply, I took a hand towel out of my bag. Of course it had been washed, so it was clean. Thank you. Why were you crying? If it hurt somewhere? That's not it. As she answered, she pointed to one of the wheels of her wheelchair. It had lost air and had collapsed. You got a flat tire? Because of that, I've been stuck here. I have been here for an hour already. This is a terrible thing to happen. Just a mere flat tire for her is like having her legs taken away. Don't you have a cell phone? I left it in my room, she answered, dismayed. That's why I thought of another way to call for help. That way, if there is someone who can get my SOS and come here for me. SOS? Oh, this? I opened the paper airplane that I still had in my hand. I'm in trouble. Someone help me. I'm on the Windmill Hill. So when someone arrived carrying the paper airplane, she felt relieved and started to cry. Now she was fine, but until just now, she was shaking. That must be how scared she was. Hold on a moment. The bag at my feet rustled as I rummaged around inside it. When she saw the tools I had taken out, she seemed confused. Would it be okay for you to get out for a moment? Why? I'm gonna fix it. You can't go anywhere if you have a flat tire, can you? Well, yes, but, will you be able to give me a hand? Of course. Getting out of a wheelchair is not easy for her. What should I do? This is so awkward. Like, if she doesn't say anything, he doesn't say anything. It's like, whatever you're doing. From the methods I've seen on TV, the coworkers do it by embracing them from the front. We both looked at as though we'd imagined that situation and froze. I think I'll do it by myself. Excuse me a moment. Huh? I guess we picked her up. As I put my arms around her sides to her back, I suddenly lifted her up. She's not happy about that. Whoa, she's so light. Because she was much lighter than I had expected, there was a bit too much momentum. Did you just throw her on the ground? Before she could grasp the situation, I put her down on the soft grass. Still don't know her name. Her name's just Girl. I'll have it done soon, so hold on a moment. How does he just have tools? Okay, we finally get to see our character. How does he have tools? Sure. They're made in the same way as a bicycle tire. Okay, that makes sense, Sam. I immediately started on the repairs. She's behind me, so I can't see her expression, but I had a feeling I was being stared at with contempt. As I was quietly working, the duck was wallowing around me and pecking at the soil. It's a weird duck. Is this duck your pet? No, he isn't. We're housemates. What is that? Oh, okay. Housemates. I thought I'd go outside. He started to follow me. Hat, don't go too far. He'll get left behind. Quack. Do ducks recognize their own names? When he's called, he responds by turning around. Hey, he's pretty smart. Yes, he is. That's why he's so much trouble. He's always getting into mischief. As I looked at the duck, I saw her legs laid out on the grass in my field of vision. So she can't move them. There are a number of reasons why people need to use a wheelchair, but it looked like she had a disability in her legs. When I picked her up just now, her body stiffened up with surprise, but there was no strength at all in her legs. The duck returned from his little excursion. Oh, well, I just skipped that part. Oh, well. I guess the duck got on her. She says, "Get off me!" She said as she made him get down again. As I watched his exchange from the corner of my eye, I fixed the flat tire. Boys are great, aren't they? Yeah, they always walk around with those kinds of tools. I think it's just this weirdo. That's not really the case though. I sometimes carry them with me. This is the first time I sat on the grass in ages. It often feels nice. As she said that, she made a little hum sound as she stretched. This is a nice place, isn't it? Yeah, it is. I can see it from my window. I wanted to come here just once. The wind blows through here. 5 years ago, there was no windmills, though. 5 years ago? I just come back to this town. Oh, really? She directed her gaze at something far away. So you've come back to your hometown? Yeah. She suddenly looked down and seemed lonely and strangely sad. She probably thought he lived there. Probably had all these plans about them being friends or something. There was an awkward silence as I continued working. Quack with a question mark. Right. The duck twisted its neck to look up at the sky. What is it, Hat? She was tempted to look up too. I wonder what that is. What's that? Something is flying. There was something floating in the air. It was crossing the lake and gradually getting closer. What could it be? Another paper airplane, perhaps? No, it's definitely just a plane. Or maybe it's a um, controlled plane. At first, I thought that it was a paper airplane that she had thrown coming back to us, but it wasn't. It crossed the lake and eventually reached the air of the small hill where we were. An airplane? It's not paper. It's a real plane. But what is this? Its silhouette is much thinner than any plane I know, and the wings are really big. I think it's a toy. I was a glider. No doubt about it. A glider. I repeated the name as if to confirm it, and then looked to the sky once more. With its big white wings and wide silhouette, it reminded me somewhat of a seagull. I thought it was a seagull when I first saw it. Hey look, it's turning. It's so pretty. The glider is continuing to turn leisurely over above our heads. It's flying ever so slowly. Of course, it didn't have any thrust. As it proceeded slowly across the blue sky, it seemed to be floating rather than flying. To fly on the wind like that, it looks like it would feel nice. Yeah. It's coming down. The turning glider looks as if it had given up on rising and came down towards the top of our hill. I mean, it's not like it was coming down to land. It was just reducing its altitude. Why don't we try waving? They might notice us. Well, yeah. She stretched out her hand and waved towards the white aircraft floating in the sky. Hey! Quack, quack, quack. Wasn't that cute? I don't know if the pilot noticed us or not. However, the wings reflected a gleaming light, and it really did look like if it was answering us, calling out to it. Then the glider turned its back to us and flew away back to the other side of the lake where it had come from. It's gone, she mumbled sadly as she lowered her hand. was cool. I fixed the flat tire and went with her into the town. This is the residential area of the opposite bank of the lake to Windmill Hill, where we were just now. This place is nice. We still don't know your name. I'll take you back home. I'll take you back to your home. No, it's okay. It seemed like she was going to say but before she stopped speaking. For a girl with a walking disability, just because she was shown a little kindness, she can't bring some guy she hardly knows back to her house. Thank you. Because of you, I was saved. Don't mention it. If your tire ever goes flat again, call me anytime. I only said it as a joke, but she blushed and looked down nervously. Quack? Thank you. If you're thanking me, you already did that just now. It was quite fun, like spending time with a friend. Oh, we're friends now, I guess. Yeah, me too. And I saw something unusual, too. The glider that we had just seen was now flying in the air above the hill where we were just now. So did I. That's the first time I'd seen a real one. I now have some wonderful memories. She murmured quietly and giggled. Coupled with her cute and dainty appearance was her lovely smile. Well then, I better get going. Okay, take care. Sure. The wheels squeaked as she pushed the wheelchair along with her hands down an empty street. Behind her, the duck wearing a hat waddled along with her. Hey! She stopped her hands and turned to face me. See you again. She looked troubled and embarrassed, then enough without saying anything. What's up with that? Is she dying? Like, that's, I don't know. She sure was cute. Where is she from? Her appearance was quite graceful, as if she were the daughter of a rich family. A little lady with a duck is an odd combination, but they seem strangely familiar with each other. Okay, I better go. Now I'm going to the dormitory called Flying Fish Manor. Flying Fish Manor. Why is it called Flying Fish Manor? Okay, whatever. I guess flying fish is an animal and manor is just a manor. Due to certain circumstances, this place will be my new home. While walking along the gently sloped street, I looked up at the clouds moving above. Floating so freely like that, they reminded me of the glider. That distinctive silhouette had left a mysterious impression on me. What's up with the glider? What does it mean? Gosh, you really took a long time to get home, didn't you? It's already sunset. This is the cool looking house, or manor, I should say. I finally found it. Okay, I see why it's sunset now. This place, is this it? Flying Fish Manor. There's such a big distance between its appearance and its name. That's like giving a tough-looking Japanese Toso a name like Lily. At least call it Mansion du Flying Fish or something. Whew. That's why even though I looked everywhere, I still couldn't find it. Because I thought it's not this place. I completely ruled it out and then walked around and round this area. Man, you should really just read the signs. Don't try to have expectations for what stuff to look like. Even now, I still can't believe it. So I'll check the sign one more time. Flying Fish Manor. There's no doubt about it. Even so, I'm still not entirely convinced. I mean, I know a lot about this place. Why'd it get all creepy? Why'd it get creepy? This is an old European-style building on the shore of the lake. And, and because its appearance is a little spooky, when we were kids, we called this building the Witch's Manor. Wow, original name. Mansion, I should say. As a test of courage, we would often sneak into the yard. It looks like a nice house. Doesn't look creepy at all. We just thought it was a rich person's residence, but it's a dormitory? Okay. I'm gonna say Kiefer, private academy student dormitory. I can't just stand here in shock. Ooh, okay. I guess he's walking up like a mountain. I mean, not a mountain, but a hill. Took a deep breath and stood up straight. May I come in? I mean, you already opened the door, didn't you? Oh, this is nice inside. Lightly dressed girl. Oh, a visitor. And that's where we're going to stop the episode right there, just as soon as we get in here. I really like this game. I really want to continue it, and I am going to. Cannot wait to see what happens. So far, it seems pretty great. I mean, we haven't done much. We've met our character, Ioe. We met a girl in a wheelchair, and then we just met this girl, kind of lightly dressed girl. A wonderful name, by the way. I don't really know what to expect. But yeah, that's going to be it for me. I hope you're watching and enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Goodbye. Flying Fish Manor. Great name.